prima donnas, back again today with another video. And in today's video I'm going to be teaching you exactly how I achieve my everyday go-to spring makeup. This makeup look literally takes me about 20-25 minutes to do. This is actually wearing no foundation, literal minimal products, and I wanted to show you guys exactly how I achieved this look, especially because most of you have been yelling at me to come back on YouTube and give y'all some tutorials. So here you go. Okay, got you. So if you guys want to see how I achieve this simple spring glam, then you already know what to do. Keep on watching. Also, before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you do not miss out on any of our uploads. I ended up switching things around, so there ain't no excuses of why the fuck I'm not filming, okay? I know you guys have been dying for me to do some glam, so I decided to literally set up my camera exactly where I film for reels. So now there is no excuse, because I have an entirely different setup on, you know, on that side, where this is kind of like the background. And I don't know, you guys, I'm always like super strategic with how I want my setup to be, especially when it comes to YouTube. Overthinking the process has honestly gotten in the way of me producing content. So I was just like, you know what, let me get out of my head, let me stop trying to make two different setups, and let's just work with the same setup that I have exactly where I'm sitting down at my vanity. So I might switch some things around, but this is where we're at right now with the background. So yeah, I am going to the mall, nothing crazy. Yeah, today I'm just going to show you guys kind of like my everyday quick and easy 10-minute makeup look. I gotta get into my breakfast. So this is basically eggs with tater tots. But the tater tots literally look like they exploded in the air fryer. Get it, Daddy! Get it, Daddy! Go fight Harley Quinn over there. Thank you. This is on my mind. This is on my mind. Okay, so starting off with my brows. I literally been saying this for years. If you're still using a brow gel, girl, get you edge control. Edge control for your baby hairs. This has the strongest hold. As you guys can see, this has way better hold. And after the shape. With the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and this one is in the shade 5. I used to literally do the underline, overline, and fill it in, but now I literally just make like hair-like strokes in the same exact shape that I just shaped my eyebrows with the brow gel. It's a little bit more time consuming, but I love like the feathery microbladed look that it gives the brows. Literally, as long as you keep flicking the pencil in kind of like hair-like strokes, not making any harsh ass lines. So yeah, this is how it looks with the underline, and then this is how it looks without the underline. This one is way more natural if you do like a more natural brow, but I'm kind of like still in the 2016 makeup era a little bit, so kind of like old school brow with a little bit of new school brow, if you get me, you know. My favorite concealer to clean up my brows is the Juvia's Place one, just because of how matte it dries down. But I just always like to make sure that that line is touching, just so I can make sure that my eyebrows are as even as possible. Okay, if you are real fans of Leslie Marie 1213, y'all know I always edit out the brow part. I don't know, I just always come on camera with my brows already on because my brows take the longest. So, you know, I tried to like save y'all some time, because then bitch will be here forever and a day, for real, for real. I've been on the hunt on Instagram for trying to find like my favorite concealer brushes. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I'm literally always talking about makeup brushes on there. You can see I do use a hefty amount of concealer, which also allows me to blend the rest of it onto my eyelid without adding any extra product. I am also gonna go in, this is with the One Size Turn Up the Base. This is their foundation powder. I love this because this is literally like putting eyeshadow on your eyelids without using any eyeshadow. Because it has such full coverage, it's just gonna blank out your eyelids. I'm literally using the same brush, even though I literally used it to blend out liquid. So I'm actually gonna opt for the Juvia's Place Radiance Booster. I'm in the shade 6.5, and y'all, this is literally like my go-to makeup every day. You guys are gonna see just how beautiful this just evens out your skin. Okay, so for contour, I'm gonna go in with this Rare Beauty stick. For my everyday, I don't like for my contour to be too warm or too cool, and I just feel like this Rare Beauty one is like the perfect in between. So for my liquid blush, I do like to go in with these two. These are my favorite shades from Huda Beauty. So this is their blush filter in the shade Cotton Candy, which is this one, and this one is the shade Pink Sherbet. This is what the little applicator looks like. I like to go a little heavy with Peach Sherbet, and you guys are gonna see just how pretty these blend. I'm gonna go in with Cotton Candy. This one is gonna go right underneath of my eye. Very subtle, but girl, stunning. So for everyday, I've been loving the Fenty Beauty. This is the Wear Even Hydrating Long Wear Concealer. And for my everyday, I don't lift up my eyes or anything like I would do with my Full Glam. I just kind of leave it here. This concealer, when you blend it in, it actually is not that brightening. So let your concealer dry down a bit. I don't give a fuck if you're in a rush. Girl, do your hair, do something. Now you go in and blend it out. I'm gonna use the same BK Beauty brush. All of that coverage is gonna stay right on your under eye. And you just see this brush in action. It's stunning. It just fits perfectly. Oof. Oof. Okay, we gotta set this and set it quick. I actually like to set my under eye with pressed powder. This is the MAC. This is the not even the new one, because I know that now they're talc free. But yeah, this is the MAC Studio Fix in the shade NC20. For my everyday, I'm not gonna bake or anything like that, because like I said, this is a quick everyday makeup look. To set the rest of my face, I do go in with NC40. 25 is the one that we use to set our under eye. This is the one that we're gonna use to set the rest of our face. But this one I've been loving. I've also been loving the new e.l.f. Halo Glow powder. Oh my gosh, that one is really good too, because it also does leave a nice skin-like finish to the skin. It doesn't like matte in your skin completely. Okay, so for bronzer, I am still hooked on my Huda Beauty Glowish bronzer, shade 02 Medium. And I love this bronzer because it is a soft radiance bronzer. Again, for my everyday makeup, I like to look more like skin, if that makes sense. I'm more on the skin-like radiant type finish. I love me some blush. I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place Volume 2 palette. Do you see where we're going here? I know you see where we're going, right? So exactly, you're going to use the darker one. Exactly where you put Peach, what was it? Peach Sherbet. And you're going to use the lighter one exactly where you applied Cotton Candy. Blush brush that I love to use is the e.l.f. blush brush. I just like how flat it is. I like how I could just stamp it on your concealer into your blush with a lighter blush. Stunning. Okay, setting mist again with the fan. Oh my god, this is like one of my favorite parts as well. Fenty Beauty Diamond Balm highlighter in the shade Rosé Rave. And this on top of blush just has this beautiful pink. It looks so good on top of your blush. Go do it right now. Because of the setting spray, I do want to go in and mattify some areas like my under eye. Do you see that cheek? I know you see it. So now I'm gonna go in with this Juvia's Place. These are their new Nubian shadow sticks, you guys, but this one in the shade Nile. I literally did a whole tutorial using these and creating a whole eye look, because they also do have these are the matte ones, but they also do have stunning shimmers. Look at this creamy shade, y'all. This in the waterline, absolutely stunning. And don't get me wrong, they apply as a cream, but they do set and dry down matte. And do you guys like just see how stunning that looks and just how much it opened up my eyes? Beautiful. But so that way it does not look weird, definitely apply some lower lash mascara. Okay, now I like to add my little perfume rocks. Nothing crazy. My skin honestly is so, like, I know this sounds like mad, like my skin is so perfect, but no, like literally I overdid my skincare. Not overdid, but I took my skincare a little too scared, like too serious, y'all. That now my skin literally is like blank. I don't be having nothing, so I like to add little beauty marks just that way I don't look like a porcelain doll, you know? But anyway, lip combo. Let me go ahead and take off this lip balm. I was just wearing the Summer Fridays lip balm. Those are my favorite, you guys. And look at what I just got in PR. I got the new e.l.f. lip balms in PR. Yeah, we gotta do a PR unboxing because my PR is fucking crazy. I heard that these are literally like a dupe to the Laneige ones. So we gotta see. Okay. I'm too obsessed with my lip combo right now. By the way, if anybody has good like sharpener recommendations, let me know, because these sharpeners that I have, I think these are the e.l.f. ones, are fucking nuts. Are fucking trash, yo. So this has been my go-to lip combo ever since I went to the Makeup Forever event 2 weeks ago. Girl, they came out with these new Super Boost glosses, and this one is in the shade Fairy Glimmer Pearly 02. Pinky Reflex, which are gonna just tie in my blush highlighter situation. So good, y'all. I've been loving this one, and then I also been loving, well, this one has a little keychain on it. Hold on, let me take that off. This one, which is 03 Festival Lilac. Y'all, you need both of these. Thank me later. But anyway, my everyday liner has been this one. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade 600 Anywhere Caffeine. And yeah, baby, these two for every day, y'all about to see the magic. Because one thing you know Leslie is gonna do is put you on to the best of the best lip combos. Don't argue with me, argue with your mama. I said what I said. I love it. Do you see that color? Okay, wait. I just got my lips filled, which means we do not need to overline so much. Hold on. This is the e.l.f. Satin Lipstick in the shade Cream. It's just to add something in the center. Okay. And now we're gonna go in with the gloss. Alright, beauties, so this is the completed makeup look. This makeup look literally takes me about 20-25 minutes to do. Also, before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Okay, bye.